Do you support Elon Musk and his bullshit agency, DOGE, from having unlimited access to the most sensitive databases in the United States government and the ability to shut them down? Yes or no? That's the question for today. Hi, this is David Dubato, and you've just entered the no delusion zone. That's the question for this podcast, and I'd like to hear your comments, to read your comments in the comment section at the end of this podcast, and I will try to answer every single one of them. I may not agree with you, maybe I will. In any event, I want to hear with you. I want to interact with those that are viewing these podcasts and let me know what you think. So, again, do you agree that Elon Musk and his unelected minions, these 19 to 25-year-olds from this invented bullshit agency, DOGE, should have unlimited access to all the databases of every person, at least every adult in the United States, and apparently the authority from Donald Trump to work the budget any way they want, to slash the budget, to add to the budget, to actually siphon off money from the budget of these government agencies into his own companies? How about shutting down these agencies? He apparently has the authority to do that as well. So again, here's the question. It's pretty straight to the point. It's pretty brief. Whether or not you're an American, but especially if you're an American, do you support Elon Musk and his so-called agency, so-called department, DOGE, having the authority to get into, to have access to, and to do whatever he wants with the databases containing the information of every adult American, and the ability to do what he pleases with the funds, with the money, with the budgets of these government agencies without being elected and having unlimited, unvetted, unaccounted for power. Just to add to this, I'm going to read a couple of not new, but new to me reporting on how the American public, these imbeciles who voted for Trump, how they feel about not only the stellar job that Trump is doing, but the incredible job that Elon Musk is doing. So I will read. I will quote. This is from CBS News. A CBS News YouGov poll conducted immediately after President Donald Trump's March 4th address, this couple of weeks ago, to a joint congressional session, turned up evidence of popular support for the 47th chief executive. Get this, 76% of poll respondents approved of Trump's speech. 74% affirmed it was presidential, and 68% agreed with his characterization of America's crime crisis. This is my own words, that we're being invaded by foreign hordes who have been released from the world's insane asylums and prisons. Utter bullshit. I'm not going to continue with that particular story, but I'm going to continue on to the actual polls themselves. Again, this was a recent, within the last 3 weeks, poll by CBS News and YouGov, a very large polling agency. And after the speech, and I'm putting this up on the screen, these are among people that watched this speech, the State of the Union address, or as I say, the State of the Oligarchy address. 68% were hopeful from what Trump said. 54% were proud, or as they would do, proud, der Führer. Moving along, another graph by CBS, YouGov polling on the March 4th State of the Oligarchy speech. In the speech, and I'm quoting, Trump was, and again, 74% presidential. 74% thought it was entertaining. I think they mistook this for The Apprentice. Oh, no, they don't. They believe, meaning the MAGA people, the people who voted for Trump, that everything is entertainment. including the president, the White House, our foreign policy, slashing government agencies to the ground where people don't get their Social Security checks or get fed or clothed or go to school. All of that's just entertainment to them. And they felt that on this speech 3 weeks ago that Trump was very entertaining. And apparently that's very important to Trump voters. 71% thought it was inspiring. Inspiring to what? A dictatorship? 62% thought it was unifying. Yes, it unified MAGA, these cult sons of bitches, brain dead bastards. It unified them even more. And moving along to the next graph in this unbelievable poll. Here's the question CBS put to the people that watched this March 4th speech. Does Trump have a clear plan for inflation? I'm sorry. 68% of respondents said yes. Beg to differ, but just about every major economist on the planet says that Trump's economic policies, especially his policies on tariffs, are going to drive us to a major recession very, very soon. In fact, many of them think he may be driving us into a depression. Yeah, a depression. For some of you that can read, we had a great depression back in the 1930s, about 90 years ago. A lot of them feel that we're going to have a recession caused by inflation and possibly even push us into a depression based on Trump's economic policies. But 68% of the brain dead who love Trump thinks that Trump has a clear plan for inflation. So do I. He has a clear plan for driving inflation right through the roof. And lastly, for now, on these graphs, these polls from the March 4th State of the Oligarchy speech, the question was, what do they like Trump's plans for? Again, this is pretty humorous to me. 77% answered they liked his plans for waste in government spending. Of course, 77% also loved his immigration and border policies. 73% loved his plans for ending the war in Ukraine and Russia. And a whopping majority of 65% just absolutely love his plans for tariffs. What morons. What complete and total imbeciles. But these are the people that voted for Donald Trump. Now, this poll was taken from everyone who watched the State of the Oligarchy speech on March 4th. The majority of them happened to be Republicans, but not totally. There was a great plurality of undecideds, unregistereds, as well as Democrats and Republicans. Out of all of them, the percentages that I showed you were who answered this poll. So apparently the majority of the people, at least the ones who pay any attention at all to what's going on, especially to what Trump says, love his policies. They love that we're being driven into a recession, possibly a depression. They love that Trump is probably going to start World War III. They love that Trump is going to possibly take the food out of their mouths, allow them to lose their homes, allow their children and their grandparents and their own parents and maybe them to go hungry. They love what this dumb, illiterate son of a bitch is going to do to them. I'm not going to go on. That's all I have to say for today. But again, the question is, do you support this bullshit so-called agency, DOGE, and Elon Musk and what he is doing? Please answer that in the comments section. As I said, I will try to answer every single one of them. You may not like my answers, but I may not like your comments. So please, let's interact in the comments section. As always, please subscribe to this channel. I need your help. I am one of the voices of the opposition to this insane lunatic and his criminal cabal. So hit the subscribe button. Tell others to watch the No Delusion Zone and hit the subscribe button. Please go to buymeacoffee.com. You will see my page, No Delusion Zone. Look it up. Put it in the search bar. And go to my website, www, you got to put in the W's, protectingtherepublic.com, www.protectingtherepublic.com, where you will find unique and unique articles, and podcasts that you will not find anywhere else, including here on YouTube. So, until then, you all take care, stay safe, and stay sane.